Jake, what did you like most about the performance tonight?
I think just our mentality to start the game really carried us through. Thought we had a really dominant first period, and the score is still 1-1 after that, and we just stuck with it. Had a shift by shift mentality, and paid dividends at the end.
What's it say to do this without Austin?
Yeah, I mean, I talked about it earlier today, and different guys are going to step up, and we had that throughout the lineup. We had a great effort all the way through, and you need depth in the playoffs, and that's what we showed tonight. Everyone contributed, and we gave ourselves another chance to do it again at home ice.
What did the group show tonight, Jake?
I mean, we've been resilient all year. I feel like we've been bouncing back pretty good after losses, and we showed that tonight. And we've a lot more hockey to play in us, and like I said, it gives us another chance to get it right on home ice here.
Were there any nerves?
Matthew Knies, not only tonight, but the last two games, which really seemed to elevate his game.
Yeah, all series long, he's been a force, I feel like, to be reckoned with, and I always tell him he's the strongest guy on the ice. I mean, he's 21 years old, and he's an absolute horse out there, and does a lot of great work for us on the forecheck, and he's been starting to kill penalties, and see him get rewarded there at the G-Dub is fitting for a guy that's been working his tail off all series.
About Joseph tonight for you guys, Joseph Woll?
Yeah, I mean, status quo from Woll. They're cool, calm, and collected back there, making big saves for us, giving us a chance all night, as expected.
Any sense of nerves at all through the third period or even early into overtime?
No, I mean, once you're in it, you're in it. People are probably more nervous watching than we are playing, because you're in that shift-by-shift mentality like I talk about, and you're just competing, and that's what the game's all about.
What did you appreciate about how Max kind of stepped into that first line role and handled things today? Back where you belong.
You've seen, I think we've all seen Max all season long step into different roles throughout the season when we've had injuries or illnesses, and whether it's at wing or at the center, and he's come up big for us, and like I talk about depth, and he's a key part of that, and filling in center on that top line did a tremendous job for us, like he's been doing all year.
What do you see on your goal?
Last one, guys.
What do you see on the goal?
Excuse me. Just setting up for a D1 timer. Mitch gives it to me, and try to find a lane, and going in. There you go.
Thanks, Jake.
Hey, what did you like most about the performance tonight?
Yeah, big win. Obviously nice to see the boys get rewarded. I thought we played great all night, but empty that and try to flush that and get ready for the next game.
What can you say about Matthew Knies, where his game is at right now?
It's a huge goal. So, like I said, everyone stepped up tonight. We had 4 lines going and 60. Obviously, Joe Woll stepped into a tough spot and stood on his head, so everyone went. Yeah.
You're one of the guys that stepped up. I mean, first line center, taking up those faceoffs, winning up those faceoffs. Where did that come from for you?
No, Mitchie and Bert were jumping pretty hard, and obviously sometimes, you just got to compete and want the puck more than the other guy. So, yeah.
They blew 3-1 lead last year, Max, and you've planted a seed of doubt in that room.
Don't care. We're getting ready for the next game. Nothing else matters.
Which was Joseph Woll tonight, just his performance keeping you guys in it?
Yeah, like I just said, he's unbelievable. I mean, he made some huge saves there. Obviously, came out of the gates flying, and that's a really tough spot for the goalie to be in. When he only sees 1 or 2 shots against a team like that, and in a playoff game, he's been sitting around for a while, so shows how mature he is, and obviously the presence that he brings when he steps in between the pipes. That's great to see. So, huge part of this win.
What worked so well, do you think, for the team in the first period there, where you guys had a pretty decided advantage?
We had all 4 lines going. Like I just said, I know it's cliche, but everyone was ready to go, playing for our lives, and we weren't going to be denied tonight. So, got to give credit to Boston. They kind of, no matter what we throw at them, they always stay pretty sound and in control. But we found a way to get the job done. So, move on to the next one, and we're going home to kind of repeat and do the same thing.
Austin's a pretty big hole, leaves a big hole in the lineup. What have you noticed about the group this year? Why do you think you guys have been able to kind of step up in those times when you've been without either Austin or someone else?
All I can really speak on is tonight, and like I said, every single guy in this locker room stepped up. So we're excited whenever Tone gets back. He's the best player in the world, so obviously when he comes back, it's going to be a boost to our lineup. And the boys weren't going to let that one slide. We wanted to give him a chance to get back in the lineup, and we did that. So, like I said, get ready for the next one.
Did you see on that overtime goal, when did you think I'm taking this puck to the net?
Well, I think as soon as I was able to enter the zone with decent possession and get a little bit of speed, had a few thoughts kind of into my mind on how I wanted to attack, and at the end of the day, I just kind of wanted to throw a puck in there, just on a difficult angle, and just hopefully to cause some confusion or just an opportunity for us to get on it, and great job by Knies arriving at the net at the right time and reading it and making a play on it and getting the winner.
A lot going against this group. What did this group show tonight?
We're just going to keep fighting, keep believing, keep trusting each other, and keep working to play again. Obviously, earning the chance Thursday, and obviously now the opportunity to follow that up and send it to 7.
Considering how long between starts, what did you make of the way Joseph played today?
Yeah, he was fantastic. He just looked really calm, really under control. Was seeing it really well, tracking it. Obviously extremely talented and such a great pro. So the way he's stayed on things over the last little while, didn't miss a beat.
What stood out about Knies' performance tonight?
I think Knies has been great all series, just playing heavy hockey. Obviously, we know what he can do with his size and his strength and the power that he brings, and obviously has soft hands and playmaking ability and finishing ability, and has really started to come on here for us. So, great to see him get rewarded in a big moment.
Do you think a win like that shifts some pressure over to their side now?
We're just going to keep playing and continue to make it as difficult as we can be, and continue to earn to keep playing. And if that's the case, obviously, like I said, we want to try to make it difficult any way we can.
You lived a 3-1 lead, and you've seen it slip away. Like, what is it like when that doubt starts to slip into a room?
That was a weird series, a weird time for me, considering the circumstances around the pandemic and my status there. But obviously, the more opportunities you have and you don't close on it, obviously, then you get a little bit tighter. So, we're just going to keep playing and trying to keep making it difficult and earn the right for another one.
Austin leaves some big shoes behind.
Pardon?
Obviously, Austin leaves some big skates to fill. What do you make of the job Max did stepping in tonight?
I think Max has been great all series, his playmaking ability, and I think he really enjoys and thrives this time of year, this type of hockey. And I really feel over the last 2 or 3 months he's really can become a big fabric of the team on and off the ice, and really has kind of found how he impacts things in many different areas. But certainly, he's got high-end talent and sees the ice extremely well, and I thought made a lot of good plays, especially, I don't think he's trying to replicate being Austin. I think no one can. He's a generational talent, so everyone just stepping up a little bit, and I thought Max really did that with just playing his game at a really high level.
What do you see on the overtime goal, and how would you describe the feeling when the puck goes in?
Yeah, that was was a pretty incredible play by Johnny there to drive the net and to make that play happen. It all started with him, and then kind of just found my stick, and I was fortunate to bury that one and send us back home.
What are you thinking as it goes in? Like, how would you describe the emotion of the overtime winner?
Yeah, it's you black out a little bit, I was just so excited and so happy, and I think what brought me more joy was to see the faces of my teammates and how much they wanted to keep playing and keep moving on.
Joseph, what did it mean to you to get this start, and how would you describe your emotions throughout this one?
Yeah, I was obviously very happy to get in the net, and happy that the coaches and the team have faith in me, and it's it's a great win for us, obviously, and excited to go back on home ice.
Matthew, what do you think the group showed tonight? A lot working against you guys. You don't have Austin. Power play's not working. What did the group show to get it back to Toronto?
Yeah, I think our urgency. I think our depth as well. Waller stepped in for us and played a great game, and same with Domes. He stepped into Austin's role, and I think they both did a great job. And I think everyone just kind of raised their level and urgency, and I think that helped us get a win here today.
Matt, you and Joseph have gotten quite tight. Why do you think he was able to come into this game and show the composure again?
Yeah, getting to know him, he's a pretty calm and collected individual, and I feel pretty safe when he's in net there. He's I think he's just very calm, sees the ice well, and I trust him a lot. So.
Matthew, did these playoffs feel different for you from last year?
I mean, I think the objective and our goal is the same. Obviously there's different players on our team and facing a different beast in Boston, but I think the objective is the same, and I think we executed our plan really well today, and just fortunate that we could go back home and keep this rolling.
Personally, though, does it feel any different? Personally?
Not to me. No, I think it's still the same mindset, same everything for me.
Joe, kind of the same question. You came in last year in an elimination game. How was this all for you?
Yeah, that experience last year definitely helped, and felt more comfortable coming into the situation. So yeah, it was like Knies said, it's the same mindset for our group, and it's every year it's the same mindset, I think, and each time you get a little more experience and you learn from your mistakes. So I think this time around I'm really confident with our group.
Matthew, what was it like between the third period and overtime in the room? Paint a picture.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone still had their head up high, and we're focused on just live to fight another day. I think it was there wasn't any I guess you could say quit, but there wasn't any heads down low. I think everyone was just focused on doing their role, doing their job when it came time, and everyone's just excited to go back.
Joe, what was it like to play in an environment like this in a city that you know so well?
Yeah, it's pretty special. I mean, having the time of my life out there. It's it's a place I've played a lot of big games, and to come in here and play the Bruins and an elimination game is pretty special. So I thought from the drop of the puck, our team just had a different level of urgency, and made me confident back there.
You're so calm. Last few guys, just wondering what you're thinking when the skate plate comes off.
I was really confused, actually. It's never happened to me, so it took me like a few seconds to realize what happened. I was like, why can't I push right now? And thankfully, the ref was able to blow the whistle for me, so that was good.
Joseph, when did you find out you were starting, and how did you find out?
I think, honestly, I don't exactly remember the moment. It just kind of just between us coaches and Curtis and I.
Sheldon, what don't we see about Joseph Woll's composure all season?
I guess I'd say less about composure. I mean, it's more just about consistency, I guess, in his routine, and he works really hard. He fought through a tough injury, this season, and that sort of derailed what was, a tremendous season to that point. But he stayed with it. I think he's, since the playoffs began, or, once we were sort of preparing that last week, once Joe really knew he wasn't going to be starting in game one of the playoffs, it was really obvious to me that he was, going to just continue to work and do everything that he could and prepare as though he were playing and staying ready. So he's certainly done that, and because of that, and how the game and the series have gone, I mean, we've had daily discussions about when's the right time to get Joe in, and because of Sammy and how he's played and how he's competed and how he's bounced back so many times, including from game one of this series to game two. You stay with Sammy, but Joe showed tonight, why you have confidence in him.
Sheldon, playing without Austin and facing elimination tonight, what stood out the most about the performance you got from the team as a whole tonight?
I would say just the aggression, the assertiveness that we played with from the start. We didn't feel sorry for ourselves. We didn't mail it in. We went out to take charge of the hockey game in the first period, and I thought we did a terrific job of that. Tremendous effort from everybody in that first period. Difficult to come out of that with only, at 1-1, but that was, as I said to the guys, between periods, is play a tremendous period, yet we're still 1-1. That's how hard this is. That's how tight this is, and you got to just stay with it. It's going to require 60 minutes, and tonight even more than that. But, the way we went out and took charge of the game and asserted ourselves early, I thought was was impressive, and really good message from the players to deliver like that.
Just a word on how Max Domi stepped up with Austin out for you guys on that top line, especially in that first period. You guys really tilted the ice.
Yeah, the line was really good. Max did a tremendous job. Did a really good job of ensuring that line didn't have to spend a lot of time in our end because of how they were skating, how they were working, how they were on the puck. As much as we got guys with lots of skill, and Max is certainly one of them that can make plays to the neutral zone, all that, like our game and our period and our start to the game has to begin with a forecheck, has to begin with work and competing. That's the playoffs. That's what this series certainly demands. And that line did that extremely well. They really worked. So because of that, they got some favorable pucks, and they got pucks back. They were able to attack the net and spend lots of time on offense. So, yeah, they were tremendous tonight. And credit to Max stepping up, is outstanding in the face-off circle as well. So, yeah, it was really good and clearly needed here tonight.
How would you compare the Matthew Knies that had to jump right into the playoffs last year to the one we're seeing in this series?
Well, I think Matthew Knies was terrific last year in the playoffs. So to that end, I would say it's pretty similar. I think he came in on a high of adrenaline high last year and didn't really know much. He's just in and playing and being a big, strong guy that's working with a good stick. But he's been really building, this series game by game. He's been getting better and better. I thought tonight was terrific. It's very fitting that he gets the winner first on an incredible effort by John Tavares to drive wide and get the puck to the net front. But fitting because Knies worked really hard. It's terrific. Happy as I was waiting outside for those guys to finish up here. It's not lost on you. You got two young guys up here that make a real impact in the game here tonight. So that's terrific to see.
Sheldon, with the way your guys asserted themselves and the fact that you're making the Bruins take a road trip they don't want to take, do you feel you put some pressure towards their side with this win?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's what you want to do, right? You want to build positive momentum your own way. And, you want to make them be uncomfortable. You want to make them have to pack up and head out to Toronto. Yet at the same time, probably unlike, or just like, I should say, us when we're coming here. I mean, I'm talking about, hey, we went there in game 2. We played great. We won the last game we were here. I'm sure they're talking about it just the same. They're comfortable, confident playing in Toronto. So as difficult as this one was here tonight, the next one's going to be even harder. No matter where the game is played, because now you got their attention again. I'm sure part of the first period is them a little unsure as to how we were going to handle ourselves here tonight. And, I don't think that we'll have that advantage mentally going into the next game and psychologically, but we'll have to make sure, obviously, that we get that right. And we haven't been good on home ice, so, we've earned ourselves another opportunity to fix that.